So, just now what we have discussed? Cell cycle, right? What is cell cycle? Which contains sequential events between cell division and formation of cell, right? This cell cycle is divided into two stages. What are they? Interphase and mitosis, that is M phase. है ना? Interphase and mitotic phase, that is called M phase. Interphase consists of three phases. What are they? G1 phase, that is called gap 1 or growth phase. S phase. S phase is what? Yeah, synthesis phase, in which what happens? DNA synthesis occurs, right? So that's why, because DNA synthesis occurs there, that's why it is known as S phase, that is synthesis phase. And third phase is what? G2 phase. Okay, till here we have already done. Now, mitosis. Let's start with mitosis. Okay, now if we see this flow chart in this slide, we will come to know that cell cycle is divided into two types: interphase and mitosis. Now this mitosis is divided into two types, that is karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Okay, now what do we mean by these two terms, karyokinesis, cytokinesis? What do we mean this? See, karyokinesis means, here if you will see, there are two words in the term karyokinesis, in which karyo means nucleus, okay, and kinesis means division. Got it? Karyo means nucleus, kinesis means division. So what is karyokinesis? Karyokinesis is the division of nucleus. Okay, karyokinesis is what? It is the division of nucleus. Now look at this second term, it is cytokinesis. Cyto means, it is also containing two terms, cyto and kinesis. Cyto means cytoplasm. Kinesis means division, splitting. Okay, so what is cytokinesis? Cytokinesis is the division of cytoplasm. Okay, so in that way we will come to know that mitosis is divided into two types, two stages, karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Now, this karyokinesis is divided into four phases. Okay, if we will see, this karyokinesis is divided into four phases. Okay, what is that? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Now see, what I am saying, karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Okay, this karyokinesis and cytokinesis together called mitotic phase. Okay, means cell cycle is divided into two parts, interphase and mitosis. Okay, mitotic phase, interphase and mitotic phase, that is known as M phase. Interphase having three stages, G1, S and G2 phase, right? Mitotic phase is again divided into two types, two stages, karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Okay, and this karyokinesis and cytokinesis, they are together called mitotic phase, or we can say M phase. Got it? And by these two only, by karyokinesis and cytokinesis combinedly, we have a formation of two daughter cells. Got it? Single cell, which is by following sequential reaction, sequential processes producing daughter cells, that is occurring through this karyokinesis and cytokinesis together. पहले तो वो interphase पूरा किया उसने, G1, S and G2. Then it is following mitotic phase. In that mitotic phase, both it has to follow. First karyokinesis, then cytokinesis. Then only daughter cell will produce. Got it? Clear? Now, if we will see this pictures, we will be clear that what is exactly happening in mitosis. Now we are starting with the mitotic phase. Okay, I am very sure that you all are aware of what is exactly happening in these pictures right now. I'm definitely, you are knowing about these scenarios. Okay, in the first scenario we can see various stages in the life of human being, right? Starting with a newborn infant, and then a crawler, and then young kid, and then young boy, and then an adult man, right? So we know all of us are going through this, right? And we know that we know, and we are realizing it, that how much we have grown physically, right now, from newborn baby to an adult man, how much we have grown. Right? Now question arises in our mind, what exactly happens, means how it is possible. Okay, definitely it is arising in our mind that from a newborn baby, how it is we become an adult man, right? So how it is happening, how it is possible. Okay, so it is nothing but it happens because of the division of cell at the cellular level. Okay, because of the division of cell only it is happening. Okay, there is a constant cell division which leads to the growth of living organism. Okay, now look at the second picture. Look at the second scenario, that is growth of hair. Okay, if you will see here in this growth of hair, you will come to know if even our nails, hairs, right, if we will see, these are all growing, right? So why it is happening, why these are all growing, do you know that? Do you have anything, do you know about that, why all these are growing? If we see, it is a growth of hair, right? In this scenario, in the second scenario, you will see it's a growth of hair, right? Same thing happens with our nails also. We are continuously trimming it once in a week or twice in a week. Same thing is happening with hairs also. We are trimming it, है ना? In some, hair growth is slow, in some hair growth is fast, right? Whatever it is, hair growth, nail growth, it all happen in our body as a result of cell division. Got it? Because of cell division only there is a growth of nails, hairs. Got it? Clear? Now look at the third picture. I am sure all of us have experienced it, at least at some point of life. It's just a wound, nothing else. It's just a wound. We must have fallen down, we must have had minor cuts in knees, arms, right? It is very natural. It's keep happening. And what we are doing at that time, we are just washing it, we are applying some ointment, medicines, cover it, right? In the meantime we forget about it, right? And later on, when we, after some days, after many days, when you are looking at that wound, you will realize, you may realize that it's completely gone and you have a fresh layer of skin there, right? You have a fresh layer of skin there. How that is exactly the skin repair? How, what exactly happens there? Actually, it is because of cell division. Okay, because of cell division, there is a new layer of skin comes there and it is completely, wound gets completely cured. Got it? It gets completely healed. Exactly. Got it? Now, if again and again through these pictures I am saying there is a cell division, there is a cell division. So what type of cell division occurs in all these? It is nothing. It is actually a mitotic division that exactly we are going to discuss now. That is only happening here. Okay, these all things, that is growth of newborn baby to an adult man, growth of hairs, growth of nails, healing of wound, all these occurs because of the cell division, that is mitosis. Okay, now if we will see mitosis, so we will come to know that mitosis is divided into several phases, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, right? Now let's once I want to revise it, that interphase that we have already done, just now we have done with interphase. In interphase what happens, right? It is passing through the G1 phase, then S phase, that is synthesis phase, in which synthesis of DNA is occurring, and then G2 phase. Okay, after G2 phase the cell grows in size. Okay, and when it grows in size, at that time it has completed with its interphase, right? And now after interphase, cell enters into prophase, which is followed by metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Got it? Means what I want to say, interphase, after the completion of interphase, the cell enters into karyokinesis, which includes prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Got it? Now just I want to tell you one trick to memorize this in order, because already I have told in cell cycle, in cell division, all the steps occurring sequentially, right? It has to occur sequentially, then only daughter cell will produce, right? So you should learn all these in sequence. So let me tell you a trick to memorize this in order. in my case, what I was doing, actually it is easier for me to remember. What I was doing, I have taken the prefix and I have made something, and that's why that is how I was learning it. I was memorizing it myself. What I was doing, I was just memorize it as I prefer Malayalam and Tamil. Okay, I prefer Malayalam and Tamil. I for interface, where P for prophase, Malayalam, M for metaphase, A for anaphase, and T for telophase. Okay, I prefer Malayalam and Tamil. I for interface, P prophase, M metaphase, A anaphase, and T is telophase. Got it? So like that you can memorize. It is easy, but I was doing like that only. So it is a trick to memorize all these in an order. Okay, now after this telophase, it is accompanied by, or it is followed by, cytokinesis. Okay, cytokinesis, which is what? It is the splitting of cytoplasm. Okay, cytokinesis is the additional phase which occurs after mitosis. Okay, clear? Now this prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, which are the phases of mitosis. Now we will discuss each of them one by one, right? Now let's start with first phase of karyokinesis, that is prophase. Okay, now if you will see in this structure, you can able to understand that nucleus of cell in prophase. First of all, you see that in prophase there are two words. Prophase is a term in which there are two words, pro and phase, in which prefix pro means first stage of mitosis. Okay, prefix pro means first stage of mitosis. In prophase, exactly what happens, nucleus of cell has a network of thread like structure which is called chromatin. Just in few slides ahead only I have explained you, there is a thread like structure in the nucleus that is known as chromatin. When it is not undergoing any division, at that time there is a thread like structure that is known as chromatin. Okay, so nucleus of a cell in prophase, there is a network of thread like structure is present in nucleus, that is called chromatin. In prophase, this chromatin undergoes condensation. This chromatin condensed and forms X-shaped structures that is called what? Chromosomes. Got it? These chromosomes can be seen under the microscope. Okay, clear or not? So what I want to say, in prophase, nucleus which is having thread-like structure called chromatin gets condensed and forms X-shaped chromosome. Clear? In which centromere is present at the center, and it is converting it into giving the two arms, which is known as sister chromatids, right? Now in prophase only, the second thing that is happening is that at the end of the prophase, the nuclear membrane becomes less prominent. Nuclear membrane becomes less prominent. If you will see that in the previous I think in first or second slide I have shown you the structure of nucleus. There nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Okay, but here if you will see, the nucleus is surrounded by dotted structure, that is nuclear membrane is there, but it starts degrading. That means the covering gets less prominent. Okay, so these two things are happening here in this structure. You can see that there is a dotted structure which is nuclear membrane. Okay, and along with that, spindle fibers extends to the either end of the chromosome. Okay, now see what is exactly happening in this prophase. Prophase means, if it is it includes two terms, two words, that is pro means first, it is the first phase of karyokinesis or mitosis. In that what happens, chromatin which is present as a thread like structure, it starts condense, okay, and converted into X-shaped chromosomes. Now chromosome becomes thick and short, right, because it gets condensed, so it becomes thick and short. Clear? Now this chromosome can be seen under the microscope. Okay, now in this phase only, nuclear membrane starts degrading. That means it becomes less prominent, and the nucleus which is present, nucleolus which is present, it starts disappearing. Got it? This much is happen in prophase. Clear what prophase is all about? Okay, now next is metaphase. In metaphase you will see that again there are two words in metaphase, meta and phase. Meta means middle. Okay, now middle of what, you may wonder. It is exactly what is the key point in metaphase, why it is saying, we are saying that it is middle. Now the question, obviously the question will arise, what happens exactly in this, in this phase, that is metaphase, chromosome align themselves at the equator. Okay, or we can say in the middle of the cell. Just look at the picture, look at the figure, you will see chromosome is aligning itself in the middle of the cell, and that's why it is known as metaphase. Got it? By this figure only you will be able to understand. Along with that, in this phase, spindle fibers which is present, it exactly, just see, spindle fibers through which chromosomes are attached, in which it is there is a formation of spindle fiber in it. Okay, and what's the function of spindle fiber exactly? Spindle fibers actually helps in the movement of chromosome, means it is either pushing the chromosome or pulling the chromosome, means exactly for the movement of chromosome spindle fibers help. Okay, so in metaphase what happens? In metaphase, the chromosome which are there, it is aligning themselves in the center of the cell, in the middle of the cell, or we can say in the equator of the cell. Okay, and along with that there is a formation of spindle fibers which helps in the movement of chromosome. Got it? So first phase is prophase. In that what happens? Chromatin gets condensed. Yeah, it is forming chromosome. Okay, along with that what happens? Yeah, nucleolus disappears and nuclear membrane starts what? Nuclear membrane starts degrading. It gets less prominent. Okay, in next metaphase, second phase, metaphase, what happens? The chromosome aligns itself in the middle of the cell, in the center of the cell, that is in the equator of the cell. Along with that, spindle fibers arises, in formation of spindle fibers is there, and this spindle fibers helps in what? Helps in movement of chromosome. Okay, now let's come to the next phase, that is anaphase. Now here again you can see there are two words in anaphase, ana and phase. Now what does ana prefix means? Ana means opposite. Okay. Now if you closely observe the image, you will come to know that chromosomes which were lined up at the equator in metaphase have now separated out. Just look at the figure. Just observe it, you will come to know that chromosome which were lined up at the equator in the middle of the cell in metaphase, it was lined up in the middle, at the middle of the cell. So now they have separated out. Okay, right? See, it is separated out. Clear? Now spindle fibers, why it is exactly separating out? Because the spindle fibers which is formed in the metaphase, it starts pulling the chromosome towards the poles. Got it? And because of that, it is moving, the chromosomes are moving towards the poles. Just now I have told, spindle fibers helps in the movement of chromosome. So that is what it is doing. Whatever say spindle fibers develops in metaphase, it starts pulling it, and because of that chromosome moves towards the pole, and that is why, because chromosomes are moving to the opposite of the poles, that's why it is known as anaphase, in which ana means opposite. Got it? Clear? Now let's start with telophase. Telo means what? It is again divided into two words. It is also made up of two words, telo and phase. Telo prefix means last. Because it is the last phase of mitosis, that's why it is known as telophase. Okay. Here what exactly happens? Sister chromatids, understood? The chromosome X-shaped structure in which two arms are there, P and Q, that is having same chromosome number. Okay, that is formed after the DNA replication. In earlier only I have explained you what are sister chromatids, what are chromosome, what are centromeres, what are telomeres, everything I have explained. So just look at that slide, you will be able to understand again. Okay, that sister chromatids moves completely towards the opposite poles. In metaphase, what in anaphase, what it has done? They are just moving towards the pole. Okay. Here in telophase, they are completely moved towards the opposite poles. Okay, and more interestingly, you will see their nuclear membrane starts reappearing. Okay, first of all, what happens in prophase? Nuclear membrane starts, nucleolus will disappear and nuclear membrane starts degrading. It gets less prominent. But here you will see in telophase, first of all, so what happens? Sister chromatids are moving completely towards the opposite poles of the cell, and nuclear membrane, more interestingly, if you will see, the nuclear membrane again starts appearing, means nuclear membrane starts reappearing. Why it is reappearing? Nuclear membrane starts reappearing in order to form a new daughter cell. Got it? You can see there is a formation of two nuclear membrane. That means how many daughter cell will produce? Two daughter cell will produce. Okay, and that's what we are studying, that from one cell how many cell will produce? Two cells will produce. For example, we are diploid. Okay, so we are having 2n number of chromosomes, means 46 chromosomes. So if we will see the 23 pairs of chromosome, right? So 2n chromosomes. Now this 2n chromosome undergoes division and it will produce 2n. Okay, टू डॉटर सेल्स, मतलब एक डॉटर सेल 2n का होगा, दूसरा डॉटर सेल 2n का होगा, मीन्स बोथ आर हैविंग the same chromosome number as that of the parent cell. Got it? So in telophase what happens? What happens exactly? The chromosomes completely move towards the pole, okay, and nuclear membrane starts reappearing. Okay, at that time spindle fibers disappear, okay, and nucleolus, which disappears in prophase, again starts reappearing. Clear or not? Okay, so this is the phase in which now daughter cells starts forming. Okay, it has not formed till now, it has not separated, it has just started forming. Okay, so in that way, just take a quick review. In mitotic phase, in mitosis, what we have seen? Karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis having four phases: prophase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. How we will remember it? I prefer, I means interface, prefer Malayalam and Tamil. I interface, P prophase, Malayalam and metaphase, and anaphase, A, and T for Tamil, telophase, right? So in prophase, first phase of mitosis, what we have seen? What we have seen in first phase? That yes, chromatin, which is thread-like structure, gets condensed and it forms chromosome, X-shaped chromosome. Along with that, nucleolus gets disappear and nuclear membrane starts disappearing. Okay, now from this prophase, metaphase starts. Meta means middle. In this, chromosome aligns itself at the center of the cell. Okay, along with that, spindle fibers arises. Spindle fiber formation occurs. What is the function of spindle fiber? This spindle fibers helps in the movement of chromosomes. Okay, now next move to the anaphase. What happens in anaphase? Ana means opposite. Spindle fibers start pulling the chromosome towards the poles, right? Okay, and then in telophase, which is the last phase of mitosis, what happens? The sister chromatids moves completely at the poles, completely towards the poles. Spindle fibers disappear, nucleolus appears, and nuclear membrane also starts appearing. Got it? Okay, so this is what? Karyokinesis. Karyokinesis means division of nucleus. Okay, now this daughter cell which just started forming enters into cytokinesis. Okay, in cytokinesis, see what happens exactly. Cytoplasm gets rupture. Rupture in the sense, what happens actually? Furrow completely deepens. If you will see left hand side, if you will see, there is a, in animal cell, it is an animal cell. In right hand side, if you will see, it is the green color structure that you are seeing, it is of plant cell. Okay, in cytokinesis, cytoplasm divides, and it, after its division, only two daughter cells produce. In cytokinesis, in animal cell, if you will see, furrows develop. In cytokinesis, furrows develop, and this furrow helps in the division of daughter cell into, helps in the this furrow develops, actually this furrow deepens and then forms daughter cells. Okay, means In cytokinesis, what happens? Cytoplasm develops furrow, or we can say a notch, and which gets deepens continuously, and that leads to the formation of daughter cells. Okay. In plant cells, what happens? It is not, there is no notch, there is no furrow exactly, there is a development of cell plate, okay, in between the two cytoplasm. There is a, between the two nuclear membrane, or we can say nucleus which is having sister chromatids, there is a development of what? Cell plate. Okay, and this cell plate helps in the division of cytoplasm and formation of two daughter cells in cytokinesis. Now, this mitotic phase, actually mitotic phase, which is consisting of karyokinesis and cytokinesis, these two together known as mitotic phase. Got it? Mitotic phase means M phase. So till now what we come to know, that cell cycle consists of two phases, interphase and mitotic phase. Interphase means G1 phase, that is growth phase or gap1 phase, G2 phase, that is S phase, that is synthesis phase, and third is G2 phase, that is growth 2 or gap2 phase. Okay, now whatever cell is passing through the interphase, that enters into the prophase, which is karyokinesis. Okay, karyokinesis is having four phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. In prophase, what happens? Chromosomes get chromatin gets condensed, chromosome forms, nucleolus and nuclear membrane starts disappearing. Okay, in metaphase, what happens? Spindle fibers develops and chromosome align in the center of the cell, that is in equator. In the third, what happens? Yes, in anaphase, that sister chromatids moves towards a pole because of the spindle fiber is pulling it. Okay, and in last phase, that is telophase, this sister chromatids moves at the pole, completely at the pole, spindle fibers starts disappearing, and in this telophase, nucleolus and nuclear membrane starts reappearing. Got it? Okay, now after this telophase, this cells enters into the cytokinesis for the division of cytoplasm. Okay, and because of this division of cytoplasm, two daughter cells produce from the parent cell. Means parent cell has to follow these all cycles. Okay, मतलब पहले G1, then S phase, then G2 phase, then prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and then cytokinesis. Through all these sequential events only, the one parent cell gets converted into two daughter cells. Got it? So this is all about mitosis. So if you will see this figure, you will be able to understand in mitosis what happens exactly. See, in prophase, cytoplasm is there. Okay, chromosome is there, which is thick part, and it can be easily can be seen under the microscope. Now this in metaphase, there is a development of spindle fibers, and these chromosome aligns in the center. Next, in anaphase C, spindle fiber starts pulling these chromosomes towards the pole. In telophase C, these are at the pole, they're completely at the pole, spindle fibers disappears and nuclear membrane appears, or we can say it starts reappearing. Okay, then through telophase, this cells and by the division of cytoplasm, okay, gets converted into two daughter cells in which phase? Cytokinesis. Okay, now this is all about mitosis. Now we should know what are the functions. Already we have discussed, then also we should know what are the functions and significance of mitosis. If we will see, mitosis helps in the growth of the development, growth of an organism. It helps in the growth and development of an organism. Okay, it also helps in the replacement of damaged tissue. That also I have explained in that figure, in that picture I have shown you, right? And because of this, it is actually, this mitosis is known as equational division, equational phase. Why it is known as equational phase? Because whatever number of daughter cells produce, means two daughter cells are produced, they are having same number of chromosome. Even the shape of the chromosome is also same. Okay, so it is maintaining the constant number of chromosome in daughter cells also, same as that of parent cell. Means अगर parent cell 2n है, तो individually each daughter cell will be 2n 2n. Got it? That's why it is maintaining the number of chromosome also. That's why it is also known as equational phase. Okay, and rather than that, it also helps in reproduction. Got it? So that's all about mitosis, and we can say cell cycle, which involves interphase as well as mitosis. Okay, I hope you have understood. Please do revise. Okay, right, thank you.